that, hey, this worked against last week, but maybe it wouldn't against the Stanford? Maybe some things when you look at Auburn, kind of a more of a Pac-12 type team that you kind of judge what you did based on the opponents?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of carryover. Probably, you hope systematically in your offense for most opponents.
Yeah.
There are some wrinkles you put forth in regards to the style or the obviously the approach, maybe in front or pressure or coverage. So there's some things that we can carry over through plans. I think that we like. There are other things that are impactful only for certain opponents. So I think there's some carryover as far as what we can do within our system that we believe we can move forward with.
Third down was an area you wanted to address this past week, and it was the third and shorts that really came back to bite you this past week. What do you do to try to correct third and fourth and short, where it's probably more execution than frankly play calls, to be honest? So what do you try to do?
I think that we made a note to our guys when how successful we were last year on third and short, and continuing to find ways to improve that. I think we're, in the first couple games, coach has been pretty aggressive in regards to going in certain areas and certain calls that he's wanted to do, and leaned on to see some execution stuff. So I think more than anything, like you said, it's our guys seeing exactly where we can improve on those third and one, fourth and ones, and things like that, short yardage that I think we've really trying to make an emphasis on. It's something that we believe we've got to be great at, and we showed that last year. We need to make sure we're continuing to do it each week.
Justin's numbers, the 10 touchdowns last 2 weeks, completion percentages, things. When you look at him, are you seeing some things maybe different from what you've seen from him before, or is some of that a wait and see as it kind of now goes into Pac-12?
I think that as we entered the season and even entered last season, I think that we felt that Justin, in regards to some of the things he can do to manage the game and his poise, he has the ability to be the type of passer that we're seeing in a lot of phases. A high completion percentage guy who's taking care of the football and has a chance to make some explosive plays. But I think what we're seeing a little bit more is, if guys are, there's chances out there that guys are finishing plays a little more. We've put a couple wrinkles in regards to how he can do some better things around him with frankly, some new guys, and I think that he's done a really good job of evolving with the guys that have had minimal reps, and he's setting a good standard. I think what we're seeing is, the continuous improvement that we want by him is going to be something that we'll press on for.
Some of that then, that he's doing some of the same things he did, but the guys on the other end are doing some things they weren't doing.
Yeah, I think collectively we're improving in that regard. I think, and I think each week gives us a chance to be a little bit better. Yeah.
Does having Juwan available change how you would call a game going into a game, and the fact that he's been kind of a game time decision the last 3 weeks, how has that kind of just affected how you guys approach going into a Saturday?
I can't say it'll affect the way we call the game, because in the reality of it, he hasn't played it down yet, and so I don't know yet. We haven't seen how Juwan. We think he can affect a game if he's available, but it's hard to tell. Until Saturday when the lights are on. Obviously, he's a big component of what we did all spring and all summer, and it's hard having him not out there. But I don't think I can go in and have a whole different game plan if he's available.
You guys had a lot of success passing last year against them, and your team like Washington had a very good secondary as well. Cal, you do have one of the better cover corners in the league on this defense, and Debo. So what does that matchup present wherever he's lined up, whether it's against Johnny or if Juwan plays or whoever?
Yeah, no, they're a well-coached football team. I mean, hands down, they've been that way for years. They've got a really good back end, and Coach Akini does a great job there. I've known him for a really long time. Other teams have done certain things, but it's hard to go and really compare yourself to everybody else at this point. You got to really just kind of look at where we're at independently, and I think it'll be a great challenge for our guys. A great challenge for our guys on their back end and what they do, and they're a solid football team. I think that we got to keep improving on what we're doing, and the matchup we're looking forward to.
Being credited with 11 knockdowns. As you watched film, did it strike you just that he was particularly physically dominant in that game?
Yeah.